Hello, and welcome to Ashley Does Her Hair Different for Once. Salutations from the other side of the screen. It's Ash DK Memes here. That means Ash don't know memes. I haven't specified that out loud verbally yet. So today I decided to get off my butt and do some adult things, like file my taxes and such. You know what I did also one other day, being an adult? Jury duty. And in my last video, I asked you guys whether you wanted to hear drunk stories or hear first-time jury duty experience, and jury duty won, because only one person told me what they wanted. So thank you. Thank you, dear friend, for telling me what I should do next. While I have as little feedback as possible, I might as well shout out the people who are actually paying attention and responding to me. Thank you very much. That actually means a lot to me. I am naturally an introverted person, so if I don't have to go outside and deal with people, I don't want to. I originally didn't even want to go outside and deal with people to do my taxes today, so I tried doing it online. And also, I'm in my early 20s, so if you're in your early 20s, you understand how it is doing adult-like things for the first time. So I had gotten a letter in the mail just saying I'd been selected to do jury duty, and I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then I forgot to go. So they sent me another postcard afterwards saying, hey, you missed jury duty. If you don't call and schedule for another jury duty day, there are going to be legal consequences. And that's what forces me to go outside to the real world. First of all, I was so unprepared that I didn't think at all about what I was allowed to bring, how long the thing might even take to go through. Didn't remember to bring cash on me, or to think about food, or anything until the last minute, which was 2 a.m. the night before. Woke up at 4:30 in the morning, surprisingly awake, probably just from lack thereof sleep. I'm rushing around trying to get ready because of the chance of traffic. My mom's texting me. It's pouring down rain. She's telling me about all these different closures and floods downtown. I live in a suburb away from the city, so according to Google, it takes about 30 minutes to get there. I plan for an hour. And for some reason, when it comes to driving and getting places, I all of a sudden become such a genius. Because then I think about, I'm not gonna Google the courthouse. I'm gonna Google the parking structure that I'm gonna park at. I had the right idea, because GPS is such a pain in the ass and doesn't respond when I need it to, and I'm already nervous driving downtown because it's like a frickin' maze of what the fuck. I ended up going to a completely different parking garage than I Googled. And then the lady in the booth when I came in almost could not take me because she normally isn't allowed to take a $20 bill. I didn't understand that quite, but it is what it is. She doesn't make the rules. So I ended up parking my car at 7:12 a.m. and I had to be at the courthouse at 7:30. So I had to quickly Google walking directions to the courthouse, memorize them to my best abilities. Side note, my short-term memory is really crap. Then I had to part from my phone for Lord knows how long. Unfortunately, with just glancing at Google Maps and having such a crap short-term memory, I ended up getting lost. I did not see any kind of big buildings that looked like courthouses. I had no idea. For about 5 minutes, I could not figure shit out. Luckily, I was only lost for about 5 minutes. Shout out to the security guy on the bicycle. As I finally know where I'm going, it's just a straight line down the street till I get to the courthouse. I'm walking around, and I start noticing all these parking garages nearby. Goody! Including one labeled jury duty parking. Whatevs, I need to get to the courthouse and I don't know the time. 1 block later, I get there, I go in, get through security, I get in, I sign up, and then I have to sit in a waiting room, and I was not given any other direction at that time. Editing Ashley here now to tell you that I lost about 5 minutes of the footage because my camera stopped recording for about 5 minutes and then it picked recording back up. So basically, I'm gonna give you the gist of what you missed in between. Got in the waiting room, waited about an hour. They said they were gonna call people to go in groups into the courthouses, places. And then around the third time, the groups were being called, I was picked, got taken to a courtroom, and they, oh, this is the most important part. I'm gonna sit down for this. So basically they had already picked some jurors the day before, and they hadn't fully picked their entire group of jurors. So apparently this was day 2 of them finding jurors for this specific case. By one we'd get called up and get asked the same series of questions by the defender and the prosecutor, just to see whether we're gonna have a non-biased opinion or not. And then eventually I get called up there. They're asking me questions and I'm nervous as hell, so I'm trying to answer them to my best ability and not look like an idiot. But we didn't question you yet. Huh? I forgot that when they selected me to join, there had been another juror dismissed, so they had to pick 2 of us. So they ended up questioning him. And then the judge asked the lawyers again if they wanted to challenge any of us. They said no. And then they asked if they wanted to dismiss any of the jurors. And that means that they can kick any of us out of the courtroom without having any kind of reason. Your Honor, I would like to dismiss the juror in seat 5. It's me! Alright, you may leave. What? And just like that, I got out of the courtroom. But of course that didn't mean my journey was complete. I had to go back into the waiting room to see if they wanted to toss me into another courtroom to go through all of that again. I went back to the waiting room and it was completely empty. There was one lady in there filling out a bit of paperwork. So I just went to the front desk. They dismissed me from my courtroom. Okay, we'll get you a survey together and then you'll be on your way. Okay, a lot better than expected. Now all that was ahead of me was finding where I parked in the car garage and getting back home without getting lost. I did get lost. And that was my first experience with jury duty. All in all, I spent most of the day worrying about things that weren't even necessary to worry about. And the only big deals were the commute and waiting once you got there. Go ahead and let me know if this story was entertaining at all or insightful. And then if you did enjoy this story, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel.